Case People versus Alante.
We're ready in that matter, Your Honor.
Allie Zend on behalf of the people.
Lauren Brown, Deputy Chief Public Defender, appearing with and on behalf of Alante.
Apologize, technical difficulties.
Your Honor, today's
I
date.
apologize.
No, don't apologize. I thought that was Mr. Brown. All right, go ahead.
Your Honor, today is the date and time set for the probable
I
cause.
won't say the
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Brown. Finally,
I'm going to
you
get
can go
through this. Your Honor, we're doing some investigation in our office. We have an internal, our investigators are working on some matters in this case. We're asking for a 2-week adjournment. We want to be able to speak with Ms. and have our investigators give us a report on this matter.
And Your Honor, if I could address bond as well.
Sure.
Your Honor, in this case, we would be asking for a new condition that she not post on social media about this case. The victim has contacted our office and said that he feels very threatened and concerned for not only his safety, but also his child's, because she is posting videos on social media that disclose information about the identity of their child and identifying details about the victim and where they both reside. So he would ask that she not post on social media about this case anymore.
Mr. Brown, any response?
Your Honor, I believe my client can refrain from posting about this case on social media.
Here's what I'm going to do, because this is custodial kid interference and kidnapping. I'm going to add a condition: no posting or commenting on social media.
And Your Honor, we would also, sorry. We would also ask that she take down the video that was posted that has the information about the victim's details and the child's details as well.
Okay. I got it. Posting or commenting on stuff. In terms of this custodial interference, how many children are involved in that? Just one or two?
I believe it's just one.
Here's what I'm going to order. I'm going to order that there should be no posting or commenting on social media regarding this case. All social media that even tangentially involves this case is to be removed. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm just going to further indicate that my definition, which is the one that's going to be applicable at this point, includes any, in terms of whether or not there's commenting or anything having to do with that, includes anything having to do with this child, either directly or indirectly. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
So as to the father of the child and as to you, you probably cannot be on there or on social media anything about yourself, because that's, in this court's definition right now, is going to be indirectly related to that child. Am I clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
August 17, 2023, 9 a.m. Bond will continue with the added conditions.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Alante.
Allie Zend on behalf of the people.
First Assistant Public Defender Kalina Anderson with and on behalf of Ms. Can you state your name, please?
Yes, good morning. Alante.
And Your Honor, in this matter, we're requesting a preliminary exam, and at the appropriate time, may I address our bond, please?
Yes, I don't think I've addressed this yet. You did see there. Did we address the social media post yet?
No, Your Honor,
Yes.
those were posted there were other posts after we addressed it the last hearing.
No, you got to be kidding me.
There were two posts, one that was my stalker is playing victim, good thing I'm a survivor, and another post that said stalker is on the move on July 28th, which was after the hearing on the 27th. And then the GoFundMe was also never taken down.
You
If I
want
may-
this set for preliminary examination, is that correct, Ms. Anderson?
Your Honor, I was asking for a preliminary exam. I had spoken with Ms. Kirby with regards to violations and was told that there were no bond violations in relation to social media. So I just asked to confirm if that was before or after these additional ones that were just read off.
They were after, and I put you on the email when I submitted the motions, and I don't have an email where I said there were no violations. There were violations, which is the reason why there was no offer, which is what I said in my email.
Okay, I'll have to double check that. I had something different in my notes. So yes, Your Honor, we are asking for an exam. I'd ask that any bond violations be set over with that, so I have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Lovely.
Well, that's going to be a problem because I'll just tell you this. I'll set preliminary examination August 29th, 2023, 9 a.m. That is before me. And I'm the previous postings removed.
I believe everything else was removed except for the GoFundMe, but then she posted after the hearing on the 28th, the new posts.
I don't believe this. Here's my problem, Ms. Anderson, is the last hearing, what may have been inappropriate post and other things, I allowed this defendant to remain out, admonished her, told her exactly what to do. And now I'm looking here and just must think I'm playing. And that I don't mean what I say. I don't know. Your client wants to say something. If she wants to say something, you know what? I'll give you a breakout room to talk to her
Okay,
before I do what I'm going to do. But I'll hear from her. So put them into a breakout room, quarter past the matter.
thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So I've set the exam. Now, where are we with regard to this bond issue?
Your Honor, I had a chance to speak with Miss, and she indicates to me that the postings don't have anything to do with this case. I had a chance to review the motion as well as the documents that were attached. I don't see anything specific that's naming any particular person involved in this case. She's also indicated to me that she has taken everything down. We had a detailed discussion about not posting about this case and not posting at all, and the potential for deactivating the account in its entirety while this matter is pending. She is concerned as she's scheduled to have some visitation with her son next week. She's hopeful that Your Honor will give her another chance with regards to this, especially now that she's taken everything down. Other than that, Your Honor, we don't have anything additional to add.
Is the child's name Alan?
That's his middle name, Your Honor.
So explain to me this company LLC thing.
The company LLC is just my company, my production company. What was shown to me was my profile link called Tap Link, which goes from my social media to this various profile. However, the same day that I got from judgment from the last court, I took that down and updated that document to my public defender so she know exactly what it looks like now. And it doesn't look like that anymore. I've taken everything down, removed all the links that I had associated with any shares or comments or any post that may or may not have been related. And that's been since she told me to do that.
What case is that first post related to? Give me a case number. Says it's related to something else. Give me a case number so I can look
Your
it up.
Honor, it's
Because
not
I
a
don't believe
case.
that for one. I don't believe it for 1 minute.
Your Honor, that as I discussed with my public defender, I have been going through a different matter with my landlord.
Give me a case number.
That situation was an eviction case. And that the moments that I had with the bullying, harassment, and stalking from my landlord was a situation that was referenced.
Give me a case number.
I can give you the eviction case number associated with my apartment and the letter that stated that she's no longer around because of the situation. That's the only thing I can give you at this time. There's other things that's going on. I'm dealing with various things, but that was an old post that has been taken down that had nothing to do with this case and nothing to do with that case now either. Everything has been taken care of.
Anything else from the people?
No, Your Honor, just that I believe when the victim reached out to us, he said those were posted on July 28th from the screenshots. So I'm not sure exactly what those would be, but that was the date that we were given, but that's all from the people.
So, ma'am, when were these posted?
They're not since deleted. I don't know the exact date, but it was when I got the notice from on my door from the landlord that stated again.
When was that?
That was July. It had to be near the end of July. There's a lot of things that are circling around this matter. So correlation, can I say it was right after that date? No, because I was in the process.
I'm not believing any of this.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, well, you may be. Ms. Anderson, anything else you want to say?
Your Honor, I would ask if you would consider giving us some additional time if we can substantiate any of the eviction information or when that letter was presented to my client to try to pin down those dates for the court.
She's going to have about 5 hours to get it to you. I'll set a hearing on it, but right now, I gave very specific instructions on July 27th, what she was supposed to do. I expect my instructions to be followed. I don't expect this to come up at all. And if you want to play fast and loose with the court's orders or how you think about how the court's orders are or what you're going to say regarding it, well, you can do that if you want, but you better be ready to go if you're going to come up against me on my orders. Defendant's bond is hereby revoked. Defendant is to report to the Washington County Jail by 6 p.m. this evening. Her failure to do so will result in a bench warrant being issued. I will set a bond hearing on this.
Next week at 3 o'clock, 24th at 3 p.m.
I'll set a bond hearing on this for, that's 24.
Yes, sir.
Bond hearing on August 24th, 2023 at what time?
3 p.m.
At 3 p.m. in person. So, ma'am, I'm just going to give you a fair warning. If you think I'm not, you didn't think I was serious about my last order. if you think I'm not serious about this order, you're going to find yourself very wrong. Because if you're not in that jail by 6 p.m. this evening, I will send somebody to get you.
I understand,
you.
Your Honor. I'm sorry that you feel that way, and I hope we can resolve this
You
matter.
better be quiet, because she's about to pick up a whole lot more, Miss Anderson.
And I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't get the exam date.
The exam date is on the 29th. Bond hearing I'm setting for the 24th at 3 o'clock.
Thank you, Your Honor.